Hello and welcome to Let Me Bore You to Sleep slash it's not slash. Basically I'm doing this live on Facebook, on my Facebook group. So for those that are on my Facebook group, you may be able to see me. I haven't actually I've not promoted it, so I've not given any notice either. But hey, I thought I'd just do this instead of doing TikTok, just do something a bit different. I just wanted to wish everyone a happy new year, really. Well, that's it. I'm not sure if I can, how I can share this. I'm trying to see if I can share it onto the other Facebook pages. But how? Ooh, okay. Share. Copy link. So if I go to Jason Newland Hypnotist, I should be able to post a link. Yeah, done it. Post. So that's now, oh wait a minute, it was on there, but now, oh, it's got live. So it's got a live thing. Okay. Right, so I'm live on there. Cheryl is watching, and Cheryl. So both Cheryls. I'll go to Let Me Bore You to Sleep. And I'll click on there. What's on my mind? I'll post the same thing. Paste. Next. Post. It's live. It's live there as well. I'm just trying to think where are the different places I could post the live. That way you can watch. So if people on like my normal Facebook page, they could come over me, like by accident, I suppose. Just because I suppose, I don't know if Facebook lets you know when there's a live being done. I don't know. So Ing is here. So hello Ing, hello Cheryl. The reason I'm doing this live is firstly because I've not done a Facebook live for absolutely ages, long time, and also I wanted to wish everyone a happy new year and just say thank you, for your support over the last 12 months. Vinny is in the background. He's on the floor having a little chew. I'm wearing my dressing gown, just in case you're wondering what this is. It's kind of new, kind of. I don't wear it very often. Well, this doesn't seem to be working. Blimey, okay. So I'm going to change that over. Let's go to switch over to Jason Newland. Really? Okay, okay, that's it, got it. So this one, this should do it. Let's have a look. Yeah, this seems to be doing the job. I think the Let Me Bore You to Sleep group wasn't allowing it. Not allowed, but now it is. So I'm live on the Jason Newland, my normal Facebook group, Facebook page. I'm also, so if I search, if I find Jason Newland Hypnotist, I'm on there as well. I go on there and I'm live on there, and if I go into Jason Newland's boring group, I'm also live on there as well. Yay! I've never been so excited. Where else could I post it, do you think? If I post it on TikTok, does it allow me to post it? Doesn't, does it? No. What about Instagram? Does that allow me to post a link? No. That's it really then, isn't it? There's nowhere else to post. Hello. Hello. So yesterday was quite late, to be fair. It was about 11, just after 11. And I did... Oh, by the way, only listen when you can safely close your eyes. But if you're watching a video, that doesn't count because you can have your eyes open. So this is... It's probably... If you want to listen to this to fall asleep, then I would recommend listening to the podcast. Or if you are watching on video or watching on Facebook, then, you know, make sure that you don't need your eyes for anything before you take them out. Put them into a cupboard, I don't know. Also, though, there's a chance that Vinny could start barking. Now there is a mute button here. Let's see if it works. I'm going to press it. Did that work? I'll try it again. Oh no, I didn't really press it. But did it work before? Hopefully it did. So, because I've still got a bit of a cough, it seems to be improving. Vinny's doing his thing. There's still a chance that there might be some fireworks, because it's anyone's guess, isn't it, really? If there's going to be fireworks or not. I hope the microphone's okay, because I'm using this red one for the live Facebook video thing. And I'm using my normal microphone, which I will convert into a podcast. Now, 2 days ago, I received the lead for my razor to charge my razor up, and my electric razor. So I was going to shave my head. Didn't fit. It was the wrong one, and very annoying. I'll be honest with you, very, very annoying. And I don't know what to do. I mean, it wasn't expensive. It was like £5 or something, but still. One Philips recharge cord. So there's another one, Philips recharge cord. Maybe it's because it wasn't the correct one. I mean, it's charger cable for Philips QPV. Maybe it wasn't for the right the right thing, because there's a few different ones. So I think what I'll do is order another one compatible with compatible with... I didn't realise there's so many different ones. That's annoying. Why can't I just have something that is compatible with all of them? It's a bit like, you know, the mobile phones, and they've changed the different chords, and they've gone through a few different ones, haven't they? And now it's all like just... I think they've now got it so most new mobiles all have the same charger, I think. I just don't want to I don't want to buy the same one I bought before. Just have a look. Is it the same one? I'm going to have to search that, so I'm not going to buy it until I realise. I don't... How does it have it written on it? It might do. I don't know. So that's why my hair is so scruffy for those watching. And what I will do is I will upload this video to YouTube. It'll also be on Facebook, so you can watch it if you wanna, or you can listen to it on my podcast, wherever you listen to your podcasts. And the podcast will also be on... Where will it be? Where will it be? Where will it be? Yeah, my website, jasonnewland.com. What's the time? It's 6:51 on Thursday, the 1st of January, 2026. So if anyone wants to say hello, they can. I'm happy for this to be interactive, although it looks like there's no one on here now. So I'm happy just to say hi. Just to say, hey. If you wanna. But then I'm thinking, if people are watching on a different page, maybe if they leave comments, it won't show on here. So I'm only going to see comments that are left on the Jason Newland's boring group. I won't see any comments left anywhere else till later. So Julie Dixon, hello Julie. I'm not going to say surname, sorry. Julie. Hi Julie. So Cheryl, Ing, Jen and Julie. Hi. So I did a recording. It was a video live, but I recorded it. And it was on TikTok. I don't know, I'm just experimenting with stuff at the moment. And I had the same statement posted in the comments section by a variety of different people. One was, what's this bloke doing? Another one was, why is he here? I used to get that a lot, when I was at school. Who is he? Why is he here? What's he doing? And then some others saying things like, stop waffling, man. Stop waffling. Why are you waffling? So I was trying to explain that that's actually what I do. This is kind of what I do. And I thought, well, I'll try and explain in more clearer detail what it is that I'm doing and why I'm doing it. And I realised that I wasn't sure how to actually explain it in a way for somebody that's never listened to me before to really comprehend the point of this, because I imagine from a perspective of watching it on a live stream that it seems maybe ridiculous, which is maybe a reason why perhaps I shouldn't do it on a live stream. I don't know. But I mean, I don't know really. What do you think? I mean, I might start doing. First, I don't know how the picture is. I'm doing this on an iPad. It's quite an old iPad, so I'm not quite sure what the picture level is. But there is this. I guess there's some benefit of doing a live video. Some benefit in the sense of Facebook can then upload it. Facebook can do the processing. What I can do is then download it from Facebook, edit it to take out the coughs or the barking if I don't catch it in time to mute the microphone. And then I can just, upload it to YouTube, and it's done. So it's an easier way of doing it. Now, I don't know what the sound quality is like. Hopefully it's okay. The podcast will sound better because I'm using better equipment. But at the same time, if the mic I'm using for the live stream works okay, it saves me a lot of time to have everything synced together. And I'd rather not spend ages and ages with the whole process of there's a lot of work involved with videos. I'm feeling tired. I think I could go to sleep. Yeah, I could. So Jen's watching. Is anybody? Well, according to this, nobody's watching. I've got a list of people down at the bottom watching, but I don't see anyone, like a number of people. So let me just have a look on my phone, because it might actually, there might be some messages that I didn't realise I had. So if there is, I do apologise. Apologise. Yes, there is. So on my Jason Newland's. Okay, here we go. Right, so Cheryl says Happy New Year. Thank you. So there, and also Ing does as well. See, that's not coming up on my stream. Like, as I'm watching it, I'm not seeing these messages, which I don't know why. How strange. But that's on the let me just turn this up, see if I can hear myself. Yes, it sounds fine. The sound sounds good. The sound sounds good. So that's, I can see that. This is weird. The timing's different, as it always is, with stuff like this. But so if I go like that, I wave my hand now. See how long before I wave my hand. See? Wow. there's a difference in time between live or me doing it and it actually coming on the live. There's what was that, 3 seconds, 2-3 seconds. I'm just wondering if I go to the boring group, I wonder if it's going to show. Oh, it does. It does come up on the live boring group as well. So I apologise. Anybody, I've also got Megan, Happy New Year. Thanks, Megan. It's literally not coming up on my screen. And I don't know why it's not coming up on my screen. Okay, done. That's annoying. Unless, sorry about that. The video live ended. It ended. Actually, only when it ended. I started a new one. For some reason, it's not coming up. That's ridiculous. Absolutely. Oh, now it's still not on. Why? Vanessa, hi Vanessa. So basically, I just Vanessa, if anyone is listening, I was 3 people now. I was doing a podcast, or doing a live stream, and I pressed a button and it disconnected itself. So, I mean, technically, it was me that did it. So, you know, I do. Vanessa says Happy New Year. Christopher is also listening, watching either. See, yeah, that was weird. I don't know what happened there. It's very strange. But there you go. I don't know if I can share this now. If I got to go and do the whole thing again and share it. Blimey. Why is it not coming on my normal page? So is it allowing me? It's not allowing me to share. I need to work on this. I need to work on my internet skills, because it's not. It's saying I'm live, Jason Newland Hypnotist live. But I think what it is, professional dashboard. So I need to know what my groups. 40 views. So that was a one. I had 40 views for that last one. Groups. Okay, here we go. Your groups. Jason Newland's boring group. So it's live now. So if I go to share this. Share, copy link. Right. So I'm doing it. I'm just going through the whole thing all over again, and I apologise. I cannot believe that I'm doing this again. I feel it's so unprofessional. I'm embarrassed for myself. I'm so embarrassed. I really am. Kind of. Right, so that should be now. Right, it's live. So lastly, I need to look at Jason Newland professional dashboard. Nope. 3,411 views. Okay. Switch to no. I just want it to be Jason Newland. What have I got? Hope says Happy New Year, sent me a message. Thank you. So, nope. Really? If I go to home, why has it got to be so complicated? I just want it to be normal. Just normal. It's not allowing me to. Sorry, everyone. I'm really... Vanessa is watching. Okay, sorry. I'm just trying to get it added to it so it's there, but it's not. Jay's okay, right, we're here. Eventually I got there. So now paste that. Post. So it's on the main, it's on my... It's done now, good. How lovely. So it's on my Jason Newland Facebook group, or Facebook page, my Jason Newland Hypnotist Facebook page, and my Jason Newland's Boring Group Facebook group. Wow. So again, I can't see if anyone's leaving messages, but I'm looking out for it. I am. Really am. I'll tell you how I cut myself off. I pressed the word finish. I pressed the finish box. I thought that was going to take that little banner down, which maybe let me see stuff, but it didn't. It just ended the whole thing. So oh, I'm getting messages now. Christopher says Happy New Year from Southend-on-Sea, Essex here. Yep. Well, as you know, Christopher, you probably do. I used to live there. We do have a couple of things in common. Shona's here as well. Hi, Shona. And Vanessa. And I mean, there's probably people that I don't know is on here, because what I noticed in the past with Facebook is it's not always up to date with what's going on. So there might be, I mean, there's not a lot of people in the group in the live, but sometimes there's more that you can see. So 29 minutes. Okay, stop that one. I don't want to watch that. It's now showing me the previous live one, which means I'm going to have to download them both and stick them together. Oh well. Insights unavailable. Oh, okay. I got it. If I put it onto main, like full page, it allows it. That's nice. So, hi Jason, this is from Vanessa. Happy New Year. Reveal Happy New Year, Jason. Glad to see you online. I'll be coming back to this recording later, as it's only noon here in Arizona. Cool. Vanessa's watching. Vanessa, Christopher, have you ever thought of streaming on Twitch? I thought Twitch was kind of for gaming. I may be wrong. I got the window closed, the curtains drawn, the door closed, and that's weird noise. I've got 3 lights on and it's getting a little bit warm, but I've got this dressing gown on. But I can't really open it up because I don't want to be showing off my boobies. So, this isn't an OnlyFans page. Christopher says Twitch is for DJs, gaming and live ASMR. Okay. What I'd quite like to do is go and do I mean, if I do this on my group, I'm not going to reach a new audience, because although, I mean, what have I got on my Facebook group, the Jason Newland's Boring Group, 237, I think. But out of that 237, how many people actually listen to my podcasts? I know, quite a few do, but I don't know how many. There might be a bunch of people that just joined and never came back, which I've done myself with groups. I'm pretty sure everyone has at some point. I mean, I used to be a member of like so many different groups, but So I guess part of the reason I'm trying to look at maybe doing live streaming is to try and reach a wider audience, a new audience, to add to whoever's listening. Because some people might like what I do, even though it's it's boring. And see, on TikTok, I think the live streams, although last night I had 1,000 people come through, and I think the most I had at any time was 8 people actually watching. So a lot of people skipped through, but the videos, I think I don't want to be careful I don't cause the... Alright, okay. The videos that I post onto TikTok do get like an audience. Like people do watch them, like the hypnosis ones, or I can only have up to a minute's worth of video, an hour's worth of video on TikTok. The same as with Instagram. Although I don't get much traction on Instagram. So every time I do a new video, whether it's just, an audio that goes onto YouTube, so I download the video, I cut it so it's an hour or not, 59 minutes long, upload it to TikTok, and I'm going to tell you some of the stats, because I know everybody loves to hear the stats. I mean, it's nothing... dry mouth. It's warm in here. It's nothing like amazing, but it's still extra people watching or listening, and it's more than what I get on YouTube. So the video I posted the other day wishing people a happy Christmas, the little video of me and Vinny, got 284 watches. I did a Merry Christmas one, that was 58 watches. Again, not a huge amount, but then I did Let Me Bore You to Sleep. I don't know what one that was, but it's a couple of days ago. 273 people watched, or been watched 273 times. And the one on Monday, because what's it, Thursday now, so one on Monday, 139 views. I did a nail biting one, which had 98 views, and the one from Tuesday, 83 views. So it varies. It really does. Some of the stuff gets more views than others. So, for example, Stop Worrying hypnosis session got 10. This was a couple of weeks back. But then others get more. I mean, I'm trying to find one that's had a lot, but I can't find any. Where is it? I had one that got quite a few. Why can't I find it? I did, I promise. I'm not making it up. Maybe I am making it up. Maybe it didn't happen. That's annoying. Huh. I'm sure I had one that was like a 34. That's not the one. 128. No. 35. No. I had one that had over 1,000. But it's not on here anymore. Why would it not be on here anymore? That's very strange. Why would they do that to me? After all we've been through. That's an unusual thing to happen. Unless I've just put on a lot of stuff since then. I think that's what happened. Yeah, I put a lot of stuff on since then. And I kind of overdid it a little bit. I uploaded a lot of stuff, which I do have a habit of doing. So there was a picture of Vinny, which got 2,313 views, and this was on 14th of November. And the 17th of November, recording called Release Intention had 1,288 views. But then what I did is, on the back of that, I released one, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I was releasing like 10, 20 a day, like of some of the back catalogue. So even though they're getting 100, 58, 72, whatever, it's still 190. That's for the hypnosis for anxiety. 133 for letting go. It was probably annoying people, possibly, that it was all 245 for a video of Vinny ripping up the sofa. I picked the video of Andre eating some Christmas pudding from obviously quite a few years ago. Had 716 views, that video. So it's quite, yeah. So I did make that mistake of uploading probably way too many, one after another. So what I do now, and I can do that now actually, is Mike says, Happy New Year, Jason and Vinny, from the white and very cold Canadian prairies. Oh, I wish I was there. Well, how cold? we got snow coming here. Now, I love snow. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Not a massive fan of being cold, I'll be honest, but I love the snow. I do. It's my favourite. It's I think what it is, I'll just read out Vanessa's message before I carry on talking about snow, because I'm excited right now. Vanessa says, my partner Alex also wanted me to wish you all the best for the new year. Thank you, Vanessa, and thank you, Alex. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. I'm guessing you probably heard my squeaky voice when you're trying to get to sleep. Like, now, it's like, blah, blah, blah. But it's really cool. Mine, listen, you listen, minus 24 centigrade is today's highest temperature. This is in Canada. Well, where Mike lives, I guess it's different. Wow. That's phenomenal. Now, it's only -4 centigrade here where I am. I think, let me see what the temperature is here. I can probably find it. Let's have a look. That's a good thing about temperature now. It's not going to give me the exact. Something else cover. That's weird. Temperature. Right. Okay. What I got to do is. Right. Disconnect the VPN. Go back. Do the temperature. Redone it. Temperature 4 degrees. It's 4 degrees right now. So this is now all the way up to, according to this, it's, yeah, so 4 degrees now, but it's going to get down to 3 degrees by 8, then 2 degrees by 2 in the morning. Very specific, isn't it? And then 2 degrees during the day, then up to 3, 4 by 2 o'clock in the afternoon, then 3 o'clock starting to go down, and by 5 o'clock 1 degrees. That's as far as it goes. It's pretty cold, isn't it? I mean, 1 degrees, I mean, it's just off of, what's it, isn't it? Minus 24. Probably in my entire life, I've never experienced that kind of temperature outside of a freezer. Now, I used to work in a place that had these big storage freezers. I mean, they were like warehouses, but you go in there and it was it was, I don't know what the temperature, but it was minus something. And it, all the frozen stuff was stored in it. But because there was so much frozen stuff, I guess I had to have it at a much lower level. I don't know what the temperature was. I forgot my thermometer on that day. But I know it's cold. And you go in there and everything felt different. Everything at that temperature, to go from being, especially on a hot day, to go out from a hot day to like minus whatever it was, it's like your whole body feels different. It's kind of quite calming. I found it quite nice, but at the same time, I don't think I'd be wanting to be in and out all the time. Although there were times when I was, but not huge amounts. There'd be sometimes they'd have them empty, and I'd be going in, or sometimes I'd be going to help to clear stuff up, or if something fell off the thing, or maybe unpacking something in one of the empty ones, but it'd still be like cold. Christopher says only 4 degrees here where I am, so you're the same here, same as me at the moment, but you're only up the road, aren't you, really, from where I am. I mean, I don't think don't know how long it would take. For me, I'd have to get a bus, I'd have to get a train to London, or maybe Chelmsford. Would Chelmsford go to Southend? I don't know. But yeah, I used to live in Southend. Did I ever tell you that? Or did you know? Mike says 1 degrees is a hell of a lot warmer than minus 24. The lowest I can recall is something like minus 42 a few years ago. I can't imagine that. But then, if you get that every year, you're going to be prepared, aren't you? Like, if suddenly, and I'm sure, Christopher, you'll agree with this, you might not, but you kind of know where I'm going with this. If we woke up at minus 24 in the morning, it would be a catastrophe in this country. It would be absolute, it would be amongst the biggest disasters this country's ever known, because we're not prepared, and physically, just the shock of it. Imagine waking up to that temperature, not knowing it's going to happen. But if you live in a place and you know it's going to be cold, because I can't remember the lowest temperature I think I've ever really known. Maybe minus 10, maybe, I don't know. Maybe, probably not even that. I mean, for it to snow, it needs to be about 2 degrees, doesn't it? That's why I never understood this. Maybe someone can explain it to me. And so I'm English, right? That's not the bit I want you to explain. There's a tradition with English people, is we talk about the weather, which is, I don't know if you noticed, as soon as Mike mentioned about the minus 24 degrees in Canada, I got extremely excited, which is possibly weird, but hey. Anyway, I just want to go onto my Facebook just to make sure I've not missed any other messages. I have. So this is I have got stuff missing. 2 minutes. Andy. Oh, it's come up, so I didn't miss it. If I haven't responded to any of the comments, it's because I've not seen them. It's not like I got hundreds and thousands of people watching and they're typing and they're going through too quickly. It's just because they haven't shown. So thanks, Boston. Happy Bostonian New Year to you. And Mike says, you're right, you have to be prepared for it. We get down to minus 30 every winter, but it's very rare to go down to minus 40. I'm too scared to click see more in case it cuts me off. It's very close to the finish button. Yeah. So if you're out at a bus stop or at work, or if you're outside in the winter, these kinds of conversations go on. They say, oh, it's cold. Or if there'll be any snow. No, it's too cold for snow. And I've heard that conversation a few hundred times in my lifetime. It's too cold for snow. And I think to myself, okay, so what about the Alps? What about where polar bears live? What about New York? What about Russia? Or Canada? Some of the places where they have snow and the temperatures are like really, really low. But they have snow. Can you hear Vinny squeaking? I don't know why he's doing that. Why are you squeaking, Vin? You got your food, you haven't eaten it. He's been naughty again. I got some treeets yesterday, and he's eaten them all. And he's trying to get to some more that are on there in a little box. But that would involve me getting up, and I'm not going to. All right, Christopher, I got you. So it'd be Shenfield. Yeah. I can't remember the last time I was in Southend. Probably... I used to date someone that lived in Southend in 2006. So I reckon probably 2006 is the last time I went to Southend. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Can you hear him in the background? It's such a whiner. So if he was hungry, he would eat his food. It's on a plate, doesn't want to eat it. Now, I don't feel guilty that he doesn't want to eat it, and it's been on a plate for a few hours. I've seen what he will eat off the floor when we're out, and he's not that fussy. Vinny, I'm making a recording. Calm down, please, mate. Shh. I just want to listen to see if he's going to continue doing it. Oh, so yeah, I don't know if we're going to get any snow, but it'd be the hard part of snow that I do feel for people, because it's not good for people driving, for people having to travel. So yeah, it's not good, and it is disruptive. And this country that I live is never prepared, because it doesn't happen enough. I mean, it's been 2 years since I last remember it snowing. 2 years, 3 years, I don't know. The last time I remember it snowing, like proper snowing and settling, was when I got Vinny, and that was just over 3 years ago. And the snow settled for about 3 or 4 days. Hasn't done that since. I mean, I think it settled for a day once. It like snowed really heavy, and then it was all gone by the evening. But it hasn't, and this was maybe the year before last. So I haven't seen, but there's been times when we've had blizzards and it's snowed, like it's been snow on the ground for weeks sometimes. You know, sort of, when I moved here, not here, but to the town when I was doing my degree. It's really weird. I never thought I'd look back nostalgically at 2007. November. But I do now. And I suppose, 19 years, nearly, 18, just over 18 years. Where's the time gone? Where? Wow. So yeah, Vinny was barking last night. He didn't like it. All the fireworks. In the end, he was hiding in the bedroom. He wouldn't let me pick him up. And I'm like, okay, fair enough. And he stopped barking. I went into the kitchen. I came out. Where is he? Wasn't on the bed. Wasn't in this on the settee. Wasn't under the table. And he was hiding just near the radiator in the bedroom, shaking. So I bent down and I picked him up, and he let me pick him up. Didn't growl, didn't cause a fuss. And I gave him a big cuddle, and I brought him in here, and I just, basically cuddled him. It was on my lap for about half an hour, and he cuddled me, and he was shaking for quite a while, and then he stopped shaking, and he relaxed, and he fell asleep. After that, because that was around 8:30 in the evening yesterday, after that, there was more fireworks, because that was about the fireworks I'm talking about. It was very, very loud. I really thought someone was in the garden screaming, because it made me jump. It actually got me scared, because we were just relaxing and suddenly, what the heck? And after he'd had a cuddle, we kind of got back to doing stuff. I was working. What was I? I was doing the live thing, wasn't I? So I was doing the live stream on TikTok. He's trying to get onto he's on the table to the side of the chair, and I think he's trying to get to the box that has some in, and I wonder if I wasn't in the room, I think he'd just be on there and he'd just grab them. But because I'm here, he's being careful. Because that night, it sounds like he's in distress, and maybe he is, but it's just frustration. Vanessa said, "Did you do anything nice for the New Year Eve celebrations last night?" No, I did a live broadcast on TikTok, recorded my podcast, which I uploaded about an hour ago, I think. And no, didn't do anything. But when the fireworks, there was some fireworks kind of at 11:30 and then again at 12. Vinny didn't seem too bothered by them. He just kind of kept close to me, cuddled up to my leg, and I really thought he was going to be like, rah, 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 and I was going to try and find a way to mute the microphone, because I can easily edit it out, from the audio recording. He's really annoying me now. See, if he was at the door doing that, then I'd have to take notice and maybe he needs to go out. But he doesn't need to go out, because he's at the other side of the room staring at a box of kipple or whatever it is. Vinny, shall I go? Okay, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to have to go and sort him out. He's being annoying. Give me 2. I'll be right back. Okay. What do you want, Vin? This is what he wants. It's one of his Christmas presents. Gravy bones. There you go. He doesn't want it. Do you just want the box? There you go then. There's the box. So I've given him what he wants. And now he So do you want one, Vin? Oh, he does now. Once I took it away, he wanted it. Oh, he doesn't want just one, he wants another one. So he's got this little habit of, Vanessa, I'd try and grab him, but he'd just bark and bite me properly. I can try. It will be a case of deceiving him, but it's worth it, isn't it? if I go to put his lead on, see what I mean? It's like, but I'll see if I can do. All right, give me 2 seconds. So that was really hard work. See, he doesn't. Oh, Vinny, a bit of cheese. He likes cheese, so he doesn't like being picked up. That's something he really doesn't like. It should be okay now. He looks quite comfortable, but he doesn't like it. But this is little Vinny. I've been chasing him around the flat for the last 3 minutes, and now I'm banging the microphone. You want another bit of cheese? There you go. So yeah, so this is the little one. He's, Vanessa says he's precious, thank you. He's also annoying. It's very annoying because I don't know why he's got a thing about being picked up. I've never dropped him. I'm not saying that like I should, you know, like everyone should give me a round of applause, but he, unless he had a bad experience when he was a puppy or when he was little. See? Want a bit of cheese? So maybe that's what it is. But he doesn't like to sort of be picked up. He's got a real issue. He's got an attitude on him, haven't you? You got an attitude. You got an attitude on you. Down, you're getting too excited now. Okay, I'll let you. Go away. Precious. Wow, that's what he's like. And relax. No, you see, I don't know what it is. He's just got this. It looks more aggressive than it is, and we do play with it. Like we do kind of. I do that thing about and the. So we do that in bed sometimes and play around. But sometimes he really looks like he's angry with me, and. I mean, technically I shouldn't laugh at him for being angry, but he's feisty. Yeah, that's the word. He's feisty. And I think he gets bored being here with me, because I've noticed that when he's around other people, he gets excited and he loves jumping all over them. He never jumps all over me. Generally, unless he wants something. But he doesn't get excited to see me because I'm with him all the time. But when he sees someone else, like especially if he likes them, he'll just like it's the most amazing thing in the world. And he won't leave them alone. So I don't know, So when I say it's hard to pick him up, you probably see what I mean now. You didn't see the struggle I had picking him up, but you saw the struggle I had keeping him from, well, I wasn't holding him tightly, but you could see that he wanted to get down. And and hear it properly. I mean, I'll edit that bit out of the audio on the podcast, because I find that dogs growling is not probably the most relaxing thing. We've got a little thirst there, which means he's probably going to need to go for a wee-wee. That's the next thing he's going to do. He's going to sit there and just stare at me. Yep, he's come over and he's doing it. He's just staring right at me. I'm going to ignore him, but he will start to make sounds. He's just staring. Alright, he's under the table now. I'm in the middle of trying to tidy up. Vanessa says, yeah, you could get told off for some fake advertisement. What does that mean? Sorry, I'm being slow here. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's just eating. You know what? I couldn't sell him. I mean, how would you? How would you like? Oh, if you're honest, that's why I could never move out of here and change it with another like council tenant, because people say that, oh, if it's so bad there, and you've got such awkward, difficult neighbours, so just move and swap with another council tenants from somewhere else. But then I've got to tell them. I can't not tell them that what they're coming into is going to be chaos. When you said about him growling and not being good for sleep, yeah. Well, it's amazing what some things people listen to. Like, I quite like listening to thunderstorms. And I know some people absolutely, they don't like thunderstorms. But I find it calming. One of the things that's quite annoying about having him is I'll be watching a movie and he'll be lying down next to me, cuddled up to my leg. I'll have my hand on his back or whatever, stroking him or just resting. And then suddenly a dog will come onto the screen. And I know that if he sees it or hears it, he'll be howling at the TV. Christopher says, I like rain on a tent. Do you know what? I remember, I don't know, I was probably about 10, maybe 11. We used to go to Wales. A few years in a row, we'd go to Wales as a family in summer. Like, as soon as we broke up for summer holidays, we'd be on the way to Wales. And I just have this recollection, because we went camping. I used to call it tenting, but yeah, camping, and not really my scene, to be fair. Not back then. And we had a big tent. It was a big old tent, because there was, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of us. So it had to be a pretty big tent. And I remember those, because we're in Wales, there's a good chance of rain if you go to Wales, which is why it's such a lush and green country, I guess. And I think everyone had gone out, and I just decided to stay in, have a little lie down, like the average 10-year-old afternoon nap. And they'd all gone out, probably to the beach or to the not the mountains, but it's like to hill climbing or something like that, in their shorts, in their t-shirts. And it starts to rain. And I remember that feeling of comfort and calmness that came over me, because the rain, as you say, just like landing on the tent, the roof of the tent, was so, it felt so calming. Like, I guess it was maybe an ASMR reaction or whatever it would be called, but it really, it was so beautiful. I mean, I like the sounds of it if I listen to it, but actually being inside a tent is a different experience, isn't it? It's like the real thing. And there's that feeling of calmness and peace, tranquility, and all the other words that mean the same thing. And added on to that, there was the knowledge that my entire family were getting soaked through, which just like made me chuckle as well. I was a horrible little kid. Castos says, another noise I love to fall asleep to is the sound of being on board a jumbo jet. The drone of the engines. I'm not. See, I've been on planes before. For some reason, I didn't notice how loud they were, because I used to be scared of flying. I kind of don't care anymore. You know, it's my attitude now is bring it on. I don't just like the. And the two things I noticed when I went on my last flights, so I guess that would be 3 planes. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 planes during the trip. No, wait a minute. 1. I don't know. But anyway, the planes I went on. First of all, the temperature, how cold it was. I don't know, I'd never noticed that before. And I was travelling in the summer. And the other thing I noticed was the noise. It like really, really noisy. Like really noisy. And I didn't remember that from the past. But then it had been 20 years since I'd last been on a plane. So maybe it's just, you know, plus the last time it was in Bulgaria. Not that they have different planes, but I didn't like flying. I just still I don't enjoy flying, because it's just not comfortable, I don't think. I mean, maybe first class would be, maybe business class would be. And although, yeah, when I went back, this is a few years back, I actually got a whole 3 section of seats to myself. Somebody didn't turn up, or they missed the flight or something. So I could lay down and go to sleep, or lay down. Probably didn't get much sleep. So Castos said, went to South Africa, drone of the engines kept me asleep. What I did is I had noise cancelling headphones. And even if I didn't use them for playing music or watching videos or whatever, I think I might have had my iPad. Just having them on cancelled the noise. Didn't even have to listen to anything, which is quite nice. But then it's also quite nice to take them off, because they're quite constricting, aren't they? It's like, and also to kind of, I suppose, hear what other people are hearing and experiencing what other people are, instead of almost blocking myself off from it. I do wonder with a ferry, because I'd like, if I, all things being well, like an ideal situation for me now would to travel on ferries, like go on trips. What's it called? I don't know. Ferry, ships. Yachting, I don't know, what do they call it? What's the name of it? Cruises, that's it. I want to go cruising. And I quite like the idea of doing that in the last 40 or 50 years of my life. Or the next 40 or 50. And then the last 100 or so, I'll maybe, I don't know, just see, I might continue travelling. But the next 40 or 50 years, I quite like the idea of maybe going on cruises. But I don't know if I would be able to sleep on a cruise ship, because I've been on ferries and they are pretty noisy. But it didn't bother me because I love cruise ships. I don't know why. I don't know. I've only been on one that was really bad, with the weather. That was weird. But I've been on a few cruise ships, like one, as in ferries going across the ocean. What have I done? One. And these are all going to be return journeys. So 1, 2, twice to Belgium. I don't know, I can't say Belgium without smiling. Because someone had a go at me. Someone had a moan at me a few years back, saying Belgium is a real country. I made some flippant remark about Belgium. I don't know what it was. I said something just light-hearted and just Belgium is an actual country, I will let you know. And ever since then, I just saying the name sort of brings a smile to my face. I like Belgium. It was the very first foreign country I'd ever been to, and it holds a warm place in my heart. 3 times I went to Belgium, I think. And then, France. So 3, 4, France. Then Ireland twice. Then Amsterdam. Then the Isle of Man. So that's 8 ferries, and both ways, that is. So 16, I guess. Did I say I did Ireland twice? Yeah. Did I go anywhere else? I don't think so. No. I don't know if I could sleep on a ship, because I've only ever done overnights or during the day, but it's always been a relatively short journey, 6, 7 hours, 8 hours or something. And it's way more comfortable, personally, I think, than any other travel. Just because you've got the space. You don't have, if you're on a train, if you're in a car, wherever you are, if you're on a plane, it's very limited space. You're kind of almost fixed to one seat. I've never tried to sleep on a train. I've fallen asleep on trains, but I've never really done, not for a long time, a really long journey on a train. So I kind of almost have to keep myself aware of when to get off. because I live between London and Norwich, that railway line, which is a hugely busy railway line. But if I miss the stop and I get off at the next stop, I suppose technically, provided I don't get stopped for a ticket, I could just cross over and go back. But, you know, it's not ideal. Although I don't really... wow. Can't remember the last time I got onto a train. The last time I got onto a train, probably 2022, I would say was the last time I travelled on a train. 2022, yeah. Blimey, it's not that long ago, is it? But still less than 3 years, because it was in the summer. Didn't travel on a train last year. Didn't travel on a train on 2024. I don't think I travelled on a train 2023 either. I don't recall doing that. It doesn't mean it didn't happen, but I'm really, really struggling to remember. Because I went to London in 2022, a few times in fact, 2022. But not since then. Yeah. I remember, because I had to get on a bus. And so I get off the train, get on a bus, and all I do is what I normally do wherever I am in the country. If I don't know where I'm going, I ask a bus driver, because they're bus drivers, they know the area, and generally, if I get on a bus and I think it's going to a certain place, I'll ask. I won't just assume. So, and normally bus drivers are cool. This bus driver, so I get on and I said, can you tell me if it stops at, I don't know, let's say Highgate. I don't know exactly where it was I was going. So he looked at me as I was getting onto the bus. They don't accept money anymore. You have to have your ticket already booked. I think you have to pay for it before you even get onto the bus now. So the bus drivers literally they've got so much less to do now. They're just driving a bus. They used to have to take money, check for tickets, all that kind of stuff. Don't do that anymore. And I'm not saying it's an easy job, but there's less, I guess. And so I go up to the window, because basically they have to open that door to get out inside the bus, which is opposite the door. So I go in and I say, excuse me, I suppose you could tell me if this goes to, I don't know where, let's say Highwoods, for example, the Highlands, wherever. Nothing. Like, no response. I said, hello. I just figured maybe he couldn't hear me. And he was literally looking the other way, ignoring me. Like, completely ignoring me. Now, I know that he can hear, because he wouldn't be allowed to do that job if he had no hearing. So I know that his hearing has to be pretty much up to scratch. So he could hear me. In a way, I'd have preferred it if it had said something like go away, or, you know, just something rather than being ignored. because I've never had a bus driver do that to me before. To be that blatantly rude, and apparently that's normal in London. Now, I struggle with the idea of being able to be like that. I find that difficult. Like how do you you know, how is your brain allowing the person? How's the brain allowing the person to be like that? That's what I can't really grasp hold of. It's alien. It's a very alien thing to me. What's up, Vinny? Right, all the treats are still on the floor, so you don't want them. He's now hassling me. Now, Christopher says the snow's going to be in Scotland, according to LBC Radio. Oh, okay. Is that just like this week, or because the weather forecast was talking that like could be the whole country, or the south? Like I'm in the southeast, but it's still part of the south, isn't it? I don't know. But that's only this week. I mean, we've got next week. We've got the whole of January and February, March even. I mean, generally by April there's no snow, but I've known this snow to be snow in April. There was one year, I think it was 2012, and we'd had snow every month for 6 months. Like from I think November, December in 2012, and 2013, January, February, March, April. 6 months. Now, it wasn't solid snow for those whole 6 months. And April, like it might snow just for a couple of days. But it settled, like proper settled for quite a while. And every time it melted, maybe have a week, and then it come back again. And it's lasted for, it was on and off for 6 months. Now, it sounds like I'm lying. I partly think I might be, but I'm pretty sure that it is the case because I kept telling all the customers, it snowed every month for 6 months. It snowed, and the person sitting next to me kept saying to me, "I just wish you'd stop saying that sentence. Stop asking people if it's snowing where they are." I couldn't stop it. Once he said that, it's like I kept it going all the way through the summer. Is it snowing where you are? No, it's August. We're in the Caribbean. Like, he was so... In the end, he left. He didn't. He did move to a different team, though. I wonder if he chose to do that because of me. Did I annoy him that much? He did move to a different team. Oh, he got moved. I think they moved us around because that's what you do. That's the good thing to do. When people are... When things... Because the company was pretty much falling apart, and... they were making redundancies and all this sort of stuff. So I think what they thought to motivate everyone is move everyone away from their friends. That'll motivate the staff. Yeah. Put them next to strangers, people in other teams that they don't really know. Yeah. So that was another weird thing. It's the amount of companies that I've worked for that are no longer exist. I mean, childhood companies that even when I was a kid, all gone. The restaurant I worked in, the kitchen I worked in, the paper shop I worked in, the chip shop's gone. The co-op's still there that I used to work in. That's still there when I was 17. The pub I worked in when I was 18's gone. The company I used to work for on the docks, gone. Just trying to think of different companies that I worked for during that time. The caravan site's still there. I don't know about the laundry place. Probably the hotels are probably still there. Maybe under new management, but they're probably still, the buildings are still there anyway. Maybe have the same names as well. The canvassing, like the double glazing companies, they're gone. Places I did cleaning at, like the supermarket, that's still there. Been there for a long, it'll be there pretty forever. So that was there. The docks, the company, places where I did cleaning on the docks, the offices, I don't know if they're still there. Thanks, Christopher. He's gone for a shower. Thank you. See you another time. Thanks for joining. Anyone else that's still here? I know it's weird being on a live stream like this. It's not the same as listening to it on an audio, is it? But I just want to say thank you, and say Happy New Year, really. Just trying to think of any other jobs. I suppose I think the bakery I worked for was closed. The various different places I worked at in London are closed. I mean, closed, like gone forever. And comedy clubs are gone. Even when I moved away from London, Churchill's still there. Well, yeah, Churchill's still around, isn't it? But then the next two insurance companies I worked at, all gone, both gone. Or they made those offices like obsolete, gone, kind of sold the business on to someone else. And the shop I worked in, two different shops I worked in for the Evolution, they're all gone. That whole Evolution's gone, you know. It's weird. I mean, literally, if I was to do a CV, it'd be very difficult to ask for a reference, because nearly everywhere I've worked is gone. I wonder what the common denominator is on that. All these companies all closing, and I've worked at all of them. I don't know. There's no one listening anymore. No one's watching the live stream. So yeah, I don't know. It's kind of it'd be weird. Also, I've not had a full-time job. Last time it's a long time ago. But that company's closed. So I don't really know what I would do. I know what I want to do right now is go to sleep. I want to go to sleep, my dear. So, I'm going to go. I'm feeling tired, very tired right now. So thank you for listening. Remember to be kind to yourself, because you deserve to be happy. Be gentle with yourself. You deserve to feel safe. And remember that you're going to be okay. And you are already enough. So take care. Lots of love. Bye.